Hey, how are we today? All right, guys, this is Barrett from Next Evolution Athletics. I hope you're having a good one. So, this is another Technique Tuesday. Last week, I did a Technique Tuesday on how to do some preventative care for your quads. Okay? Now, I had a few people question me on, they couldn't quite exactly get what I meant by massage and manipulate and move things around just from the picture I drew. So, I'm just going to do I'm going to show you exactly what I would do. Okay? Now, this isn't going to be perfect and it's not going to be 100%. I'm just going to do a light just so you guys see what I'm talking about. Now, first things first, if you have any injuries or issues, go seek out professional care in that field. I am not a massage therapist. I'm not an osteopath. I'm not a chiropractor. I'm not a physiotherapist. And it's just, I'm not an athletic therapist. So I'm a strength coach, and that's my gig. I've just seen things over the last 20 years of doing this kind of stuff and training myself, and I know how to kind of help myself a little bit, but honestly, professionals are much better than me. Okay, that being said, what a lot of people ran into was they couldn't quite figure out the divide between the muscle. So I'm actually going to show you with this. So welcome to today's anatomy lesson. What you do is you flex, and hopefully you see some definition. Now, I am not a bodybuilder by any stretch, but you can see there's a couple little areas you go through. So if you understand that, what you're going to do is you're going to take this guy, and you see the divide right here. You're just going to follow along these little lines. Okay, so then we have hip flexor. Okay, and this guy right around here. And there we are. That's roughly your quad. There, that's more accurate. And you have your adductor in here. So, worked out pretty well. So what I usually do, now that you kind of have an idea of where the muscles are, so this is your vastus lateralis, this is your VMO, this is your rectus femoris, okay, and then this is your intermedialis in this area right here. It's more down here. But anyway, you get the idea. So now generally what I do is I'll just start light and just kind of just get things moving, okay? You're just trying to get a little bit of heat to the area. You're just trying to get the muscles warmed up and ready to go. You don't just want to go in there cold. It kind of sucks. Now, I usually recommend using some coconut oil just to kind of like make this a lot smoother, but I'm not going that in depth today. I'm just giving you a light version. So I usually start here because this is always my worst side. I have really tight IT band. It's always been a bugger, and that's where I start. So what I'll do after everything's kind of warmed up for like 3 or 4 minutes, I'll just take my hand, and if you have a tight IT band, this will hurt a lot. It's very sensitive. I'll just keep kind of grinding. We know the muscles run this way, so I'm just going to go pretty much straight up and down. If you find a spot that really kind of sucks, spend a little more time there, like right along this ridge. Not very fun. And then you might find like almost like a lump or like almost like a hill for some people right there, and that's where you kind of slowly manipulate it. Okay, now the harder you go, the more it's going to hurt. The more it hurts, generally people stop breathing. You have to actually continue to breathe through this. So if you find yourself like stopping breathing and like holding your breath, it's not helping. The muscles will contract harder and they don't actually release very well. So you just kind of have to manipulate and move it around. And you go back and you move it a little bit more. Manipulate and move it around. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll start going down. I'm just trying to move all that fascia, all that muscle in a different way than it's not used to being moved. And you'll find again, spots that aren't very fun, like right around here. The insertion of my IT band is never fun. Okay. And then I'll just pull it up a little bit. And again, not fun. I really don't enjoy this, guys. Just keep pulling up and manipulating it. I might, again, and then what we'll do is we'll go to the rectus femoris. So the rectus femoris, you kind of find that divide between the soft, like it's almost like a soft spot. That'll be like the break of your muscle, kind of like where the next muscle starts and ends. You just kind of, and you go all the way down to the top of the knee. You don't go over and through the knee, push the kneecap down. You just kind of, just get everything moving. Line's right over here a little bit. Yeah, that's a really bad adhesion right there. Okay, and then you do the same thing with your VMO. You just kind of move it around. And again, my VMOs are usually pretty tight. Okay, and the muscles for these guys, well, they run this way at a harder angle. So I'll probably go down first with the grain, and I'll go against it a little bit. All right, here's always bad for me. Okay. And then when you're done, again, this is super quick. Usually I'll spend 15, 20 minutes per leg if they're really bad. Just go back to moving around. Maybe go into your adductor because you got bad adductors. I generally have bad adductors, so stripping through here, really kind of important. It does help the hips a lot and the knees a lot. So yeah, that's mainly it, guys. Just a quick little video. Like I said, don't go too deep, and always, always, always seek professional help if you need it. This is just kind of some stuff we can do while we're stuck in quarantine and we get those nagging little issues that keep popping up. This shouldn't be too bad. If we can stay ahead of it, there'll be a lot less issues to deal with down the road. So hopefully that helps. If you have any more questions, keep them coming. We got a lot of stuff coming your way. Thanks a lot.